What's up, guys? It's Clown Fighter here. Guys, today I'm just going to be giving you my breakdown on the Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois fight. So, just going to have a look at the face-off. You can see AJ's approached Daniel Dubois with a stern look on his face, almost like a big brother that's trying to bully a little brother. If you've already seen my previous video, guys, you can check that out on AJ and Dubois. They had this interaction where AJ basically said to him, "I'll smash a fucking chair off your face." Dubois said, "Let's go." And I will be doing more analysis into this as the fight gets closer. I will be having a look at the psychology of Daniel Dubois and the psychology of Anthony Joshua. So definitely stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to my channel to see these in-depth breakdowns. I'm going to break this fight down from a psychological level because I do think people are missing factors that they're not looking into. But as you know, Daniel Dubois is showing signs he's not afraid of AJ. AJ is just showing that big brother, you better pipe down because I'm going to knock you the fuck out type of vibe. And I think, I'm going to be honest, guys, I've got a different take to a lot of people here. Now, don't get me wrong, AJ is not here to play games, and you can see that in the look of his face. However, guys, what I personally believe, look at that look, guys, it's a stare in the soul. But in my opinion, guys, and you can see Daniel Dubois was the first guy who looked away. And obviously, if you look at the faces, it does look like that Dubois showing a face of a scared sort of face, like a little brother, and that's the big brother. But at the same time, although that is true, a lot of people, guys, a lot of people are writing Daniel Dubois off in this fight, and I'm gonna have an interesting take on this one, guys. A lot of people are not gonna like it, but do not write this Daniel Dubois guy off, guys. I'm not saying everyone is, but guys, do not be surprised if Daniel Dubois stops AJ. Do not be surprised. I know it's a very early take. Yo, what the fuck is Eddie Hearn doing here, man? Fucking gang signs. I just noticed that now, man. My man's putting up the 3 fucking West Side sign, man. Like, what a guy. My man's getting smug in the background. Now, back to the fight, guys. As I said, Dubois and AJ, I'll be doing loads of these guys, so don't worry. This is just my just like an opening take for me, where I'm at right now, what are my thoughts. I'm not going to go too in depth, but I do want to say some stuff regarding this fight. But believe me, guys, I will be doing this fight. We've got a long time since this fight, guys. It's September, it's July, August. We've got 2 months, guys. Believe me, I will be doing an in-depth look into Daniel Dubois' mindset, AJ's mindset. And in my opinion, guys, this fight that's going to happen, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good fight. People are saying AJ is going to knock him out very easily. I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know, and I've got my reasons for saying it. As I said, I will do an in-depth breakdown, and I'll give you my real take, but I'll give you a few factors why I believe that AJ is not going to just go through Daniel Dubois as how people think. Now, a lot of people are saying that Daniel Dubois took right hand after right hand after right hand off Filip Hrgović. So if AJ lands a couple of those, it's going to be over. Now, I agree with that. If AJ lands flush, maybe 3 or 4, it's going to be a lot more power than Filip Hrgović. However, guys, I do think what people are missing out is Daniel Dubois prepared for Hrgović in a specific way. Hrgović has got his own skills. Now, don't get me wrong, Hrgović is not a shit heavyweight. He's supposed to be one of the top elite heavyweights. He's supposed to be up there. And the fight he was having with Daniel Dubois, it was back and forth until he could not take what Daniel Dubois was giving him. Daniel Dubois took his shot after shot after shot. That's not a good thing, guys. You shouldn't be taking that many shots. However, you got to understand, Daniel Dubois is very young. He doesn't have as much experience as these other guys. And the big case I want to make a factor for this, guys, is if you have a look at Anthony Joshua's last 3 opponents, I'm going to put them up here. You got Francis Ngannou, you got Otto Wallin, and then you got Robert Helenius. That is AJ's last 3 opponents. Now, if you look at Daniel Dubois' last 3 opponents, just look at the quality difference. You've got Filip Hrgović, Jarrell Miller, which again, I'm not saying he's elite, but I think he's probably better than what AJ's working with. And then after that, guys, Alexander Usyk. Now, we know AJ's lost to Usyk twice as well, but Daniel Dubois is almost 10 years younger than AJ. Not exactly 10 years, it's probably like 8 years. So he's a lot younger than AJ. But guys, just look at the quality and difference of who's AJ's for and who Daniel Dubois fought. Now, remember, Daniel Dubois was stopped by Joy Joyce. He stopped. A lot of people gave him a lot of slack for that fight. They said, oh, Daniel Dubois is a quitter. He quit. But guys, you got to understand, the guy's eye socket, a lot of, I don't know, this is controversial. I heard that his eye socket was very damaged. Like, if you carried on, you can get blind from this type of stuff. Now, people are going to have their own take on it. Should you give up? Should you not give up? I can't really say, guys. Only the fighter knows how much the damage was. Now, in my opinion, if you're in a fight and you can feel that your eyesight might go, fuck that, man. Don't lose your fucking eyesight. It's not really worth losing your eyesight. I would fight another day, but it's hard to say, guys. It's really hard to say, but who knows? Some people might say, nah, he just quit. But anyways, guys, yeah, he got stopped by Joy Joyce, and he got stopped by Alexander Usyk. Now, if you look at AJ got stopped by Andy Ruiz, and he lost to Usyk twice. So, AJ had a lot of psychological damage when he lost to Usyk. He had a bit of damage when he lost to Ruiz, but he came back. But ultimately, in my opinion, Daniel Dubois had to go through that fire himself. Think about it, guys. Daniel Dubois losing to Joy Joyce is probably the best thing that ever happened to him. Joy Joyce's career is on a downward spiral. Daniel Dubois' career is on an upward spiral. He fought Usyk, and in my opinion, I know he got stopped by Usyk, but a lot of people said that shot that landed on Usyk, which was the low blow, is very controversial. Even AJ himself thought it was a legal blow. There's a clip of AJ talking about it, saying he thought that was a legal blow.
Do you think it was a legal shot against Usyk or not?
I can't. I don't know. It's not. It don't matter what I say. It don't matter. What do you think?
I thought it was very close.
Do you think it was illegal or not?
Referee's discretion. It was on the cup line.
No,
so
you.
I think it's on referee's discretion. I think if some referees call it legal...
So your opinion doesn't matter then?
I think more people are more interested in your opinion.
But I'm interested in yours.
If the referee called it legal...
No. You.
Either way, I think. Either way. Because some could argue Usyk wears his shorts higher.
You.
I'll say it was legal.
It was legal.
We can call it legal.
Illegal?
No, legal.
Okay, legal.
Oh, yeah, you must have an opinion as well.
Probably legal. It's a fight. You get hit round the belt, you get hit round the leg. I think it is what it is. He got hit and he went down. Legal.
Okay.
I know I've made videos on it in the past. You can check it out, guys. I honestly thought it was legal, but based on boxing rules where they say the navel is, you could make a case for it to be illegal. But it's just on the referee's discretion, to be honest. But that was, I don't know, man. I don't know if that was too low. But anyways, it doesn't matter. But if it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, he lost the fight. But if that was a legal shot, he could have been the champion by now. But forget about that. Doesn't matter. I do think he gave a better performance in terms of putting it on Usyk, because I know people say that was a legal blow, but I don't know, man. That's a controversial take. So, in my opinion, I can't say he gave a better performance, but AJ's performance he tried to outbox Usyk and he got outclassed. He only won like 2 or 3 rounds maximum. So it's hard to say, guys. He had 2 different strategies. One guy tried to fucking take him out with body shots and he almost succeeded. And then you had the other guy in AJ who tried to outbox him and he got outclassed. So let's just rule Alexander Usyk out. The guy's the best, guys. You can't beat that guy anyway, and no one's going to beat that guy. So let's put him on the highest level. Forget Usyk, because no one's going to reach his level. I think he'll retire undefeated. But anyways, that's just my opinion. I don't think Fury's going to beat him in that rematch. But anyways, back to this. Now, as I said, if you look at the quality, guys, look who AJ's fought. AJ's fought Francis Ngannou, Otto Wallin, and Robert Helenius. Now, who's the best out of this? Guys, MMA fighter Francis Ngannou, the guy that nearly beat Tyson Fury. You cannot rate Francis Ngannou as a boxer. You just cannot. There's no credibility in the guy. AJ did to Ngannou what he should be doing to Ngannou. So I'm not saying I don't rate AJ's performance, but guys, it was against the MMA fighter. That's what AJ should be doing. Okay, he did it in a very good way, like he knocked him out clean, but that's what you expect from a MMA fighter. So I don't even class Ngannou as any quality at all, if I'm going to be honest. You cannot. We had a question mark on Ngannou and he got found out, guys. He got knocked out by AJ. He doesn't have the experience, but Fury the fraud got fucking nearly lost to the guy. But anyways, after that, guys, you had Otto Wallin. Now, Otto Wallin, the only good fight Otto Wallin's had is a fight with Fury, the same fraud who lost to Francis Ngannou. So Francis Ngannou beat Tyson Fury basically and then got robbed. Otto Wallin nearly beat fucking for Tyson Fury. So it's either Tyson Fury is very shit and AJ is just making these fighters look like a joke, or they're not really that good anyway. Because if Otto Wallin nearly beat Fury, Francis Ngannou nearly beat Fury, AJ's wiped them both clean, then they're not really that good, if you get what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm not saying they're the shittest fighters, but they're not that good, guys. They're not high level. Otto Wallin, I can't really rate the guy. Yeah, he had a good fight against Fury, but guys, Fury is an idiot. Fury is a fucking clown who lost to Ngannou. I don't rate Fury at all. The guy's a fraud. So, in my opinion, I don't want to take credibility away from AJ. I'm not taking credibility away to AJ. His performance was much better than Fury's, but I cannot rate his last two opponents. Francis Ngannou, Otto Wallin, guys, I don't know. I don't see him as that much of a high level. He's not going to really put no threat to AJ. And then we got one before that. We got Robert Helenius. Guys, Robert Helenius just got knocked out by Wilder before that. I don't really rate Robert Helenius either. He's not a fighter that's going to keep sticking it on you. Like, I think in the Robert Helenius fight, Anthony Joshua actually had trouble in that fight, guys. Robert Helenius actually gave Anthony Joshua a bloody nose. So these fighters, guys, that, in my opinion, they're not really high level at all. I think Dillian White beat Robert Helenius a while ago back. Like, they're not high level fighters. AJ's struggling with Robert Helenius, guys. AJ struggled with Robert Helenius. Don't get me wrong, he won the fight, but guys, he was bloodied up. Robert Helenius was actually giving AJ a bit of trouble in the first couple of rounds. So, guys, do not just think, AJ's just going to beat everyone based off his Ngannou performance. AJ's Ngannou performance, guys, I'm telling you, the guy's an MMA fighter. If you're sitting there and you're thinking AJ's going to do a Daniel Dubois, AJ's going to do a Francis Ngannou and Daniel Dubois, you got another fucking thing coming. Now, if you look at Daniel Dubois, as I said, guys, his opponents have been way more quality. Filip Hrgović, guys, he's got a lot more experience. I'm going to say he's up there. He's not the best of the best, but I would say he's just one level under elite. He's up there. He's definitely up there. He's got some good wins on his name. And Daniel Dubois just took him out, guys. He dished. Okay, he shouldn't have taken that many right hands, but he still beat him. I would give him way more quality over the fighters AJ's fought. Jerome Miller. Again, guys, I'm not saying he's the highest of the highest level, but AJ was supposed to fight Jerome Miller, and I know that never happened, but Jerome Miller, I'm not saying he's the highest quality, but I would still put him above. In my opinion, I would put him above Francis Ngannou. I would put him above Robert Helenius, and maybe neck and neck with Otto Wallin, if not a little bit higher. Yeah, roundabout. So still, I would say Daniel Dubois, and Daniel Dubois TKO'd Jerome Miller in the last round. So, in my opinion, Daniel Dubois' opponents, quality-wise, are looking much better than AJ's. I'm not taking anything away from AJ. And then, obviously, Usyk, guys, as I said, they both lost to Usyk. Dubois got stopped by Usyk as well. So, again, I'm not going to put Usyk in this conversation because Usyk is the best, guys. He's the best. So, in my opinion, no one's beating Usyk anyways. So, just based off AJ's last performance, you got Otto Wallin and you got Francis Ngannou. Who actually stuck it on AJ? Who actually gave him trouble? Fucking Robert Helenius gave AJ trouble for a couple of rounds. Now, you could say, okay, Hrgović gave Daniel Dubois trouble. You could say Jerome Miller even was giving Daniel Dubois trouble because they were landing a bit of shots. You could make that argument. However, as I said, Daniel Dubois, each style, Daniel Dubois adapts to the style. If you think he's going to go into the AJ fight and he's going to be there for the right hand all day, I think you got another thing coming, guys. He's got a new trainer. Well, he's been working with Don Charles, and they will be prepared for AJ. They're not gonna just stand in front of AJ the way he did Filip Hrgović. Daniel Dubois is gonna move. Now, my thing is, guys, AJ's had a fair. People think his last few opponents have been good. I'm not saying they're bad, but guys, I don't rate their quality. Now, what's gonna happen, guys, when you got a guy in Daniel Dubois who's a hungry upcomer? Now, I gotta be straight, AJ's coming to the tail end of his career. He's probably got 2, 3, 4 years left. Now, don't get me wrong, I still think he's probably primed. But what happens, guys, when AJ tries to take Daniel Dubois out and Daniel Dubois is still in the fight? It's competitive. Daniel Dubois is still in that fight. Daniel Dubois is giving it back to AJ. Because don't think Daniel Dubois is just gonna go anyway, guys. In my opinion, this is gonna be my take. I'm not saying AJ can't beat him. On paper, yes, AJ should beat him. But Do not be surprised, guys. I will look at the psychological factors. I've seen some psychological factors where Dubois could actually beat AJ. And I know there's been people out there that giving it a Daniel Dubois no chance. Now, I'm not saying AJ can beat Daniel Dubois either. He definitely can. But if he thinks he's going to just do a fucking Francis Ngannou and Daniel Dubois, he's got another thing coming. Daniel Dubois has gone through the fire, guys. He's had a hard opponent after hard opponent. His quality's going up, and he's got the momentum on his side. Now, AJ, you could say, yeah, he's on a streak. He's looking to fight fucking Fury. So AJ would want to do a job on Daniel Dubois. But I'm telling you guys, I don't think this is just going to be a straightforward fight for AJ. It could be, and I could get it wrong. But my take is, guys, I'm telling you, watch out for this Daniel Dubois, guys, because the last thing you're going to want, if AJ is getting complacent with Daniel Dubois, I will be doing a more thorough breakdown where they've sat down on the table and they've had that scene that you've seen. I've done a video on where AJ said, I'm going to smash a chair off your face. I want to know what's triggered AJ to say this. In my opinion, looking back at it now, guys, I'm seeing a bit of insecurity in AJ, guys, and it's coming from a big brother kind of point of view where AJ doesn't expect the little brother to start stepping up to him. But Daniel Dubois come off like a very, very, like he had 2 bad losses. Obviously, he had the Joyce and the Usyk. And guys, he's built himself up very young, 26 years old. And guys, he can hit as hard as AJ. I'm not saying he probably can hit as hard as AJ. I'm not saying more harder. Maybe AJ's got a bit more power. And guys, this guy's got a tank. He doesn't get tired. He's there for the 12 rounds. And on top of that, guys, Daniel Dubois is durable. Yes, Joyce stopped him with a jab, but that hit his eye socket or whatnot. But guys, he is durable. He's in the fight. Now, what happens to AJ when AJ starts getting connected in his face? Because this will start becoming a back and forth fight. I do not think AJ is just going to walk through Daniel Dubois. A lot of people who say that, guys, I don't know where you're getting that from, because Daniel Dubois is no Francis Ngannou. This guy's got experience. He's just fought better quality fighters than AJ. And do not be surprised, guys, if this turns into a firefight and we see an Andy Ruiz situation on AJ again. I could honestly see it happen, because, guys, that's what complacency does. I'm not saying AJ is complacent at all. He's locked in. But, guys, you know, the fact that he feels he should just walk through Daniel Dubois, sometimes, guys, that can be your killer, where you think, you know what, I should go through this guy. But really, you've got a young, upcoming Daniel Dubois. As he said in that face-off, guys, he wasn't scared. He said to AJ, you can't intimidate me. Who do you think you are?
If he wants to swing, go. Let's go now.
Sharp, relax. Relax.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Relax.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Chair across your face. Don't disrespect.
No, you can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you
disrespect.
think you are?
Daniel, don't disrespect.
And the more I look at that footage, guys, I will be doing more analyses of it. I'm starting to see this is some sort of insecurity on AJ's side. But, guys, I haven't seen the full round of table, so I would want to see it. Maybe Daniel Dubois prodded at AJ and showed him some disrespect. But in my opinion, it does look like AJ is feeling the insecurity of Daniel Dubois, because Daniel Dubois is in the position where AJ's always wanted to be. Now, he's not in that position anymore, and he's coming up hot. And AJ's at that stage of his career where he can't afford to lose. He wants his shot at Fury. He wants one more shot at Undisputed. And AJ's locked in himself. So, guys, this is going to be a cracking fight. Now, I'm not saying Daniel Dubois is 100% going to win. I'm just saying don't write him off. On paper, as I said, not even on paper, but AJ is locked into his highest level, then yeah, he could probably get through Daniel Dubois. But I'm always going to play devil's advocate, guys. Do not write Daniel Dubois off. I will be breaking this fight down, guys. I will be doing a lot more in-depth breakdowns. I'll be looking at the psychological factors, because with AJ, it's more of the dark room stuff. With Daniel Dubois, there's a spiritual side to Daniel Dubois. I think there is a spiritual side to AJ. I always like to look at this, guys. I actually seen an interview of Daniel Dubois' father. And when I watched that interview, guys, it gave me a whole new outlook of Daniel Dubois. These are the things that people miss out, guys. These are the little factors that give the other fighter advantage. Yes, AJ's done his dark room theory. He had psychological damage from Usyk. He went in a dark room. He went within himself. He's changed his trainer. He's got his mind right. But don't think for 1 second this Daniel Dubois guy hasn't gone through his own adversities. I've seen some mad stuff that his dad said, the way he used to teach him when he was upcoming. He's a disciplined young lad. And, guys, I'm telling you, the guy's got some fire in his belly. AJ knows himself this is not going to be a walk in the park. But we'll see what happens. And guys, we all know about the rumor of what happened in sparring, but I don't really care about sparring. And you can tell by Daniel Dubois' recent interviews, when he gets asked about that sparring, he goes, I don't want to talk about it. That's what a rated person does. There's no point talking about sparring. Show you're talking in the ring. Now, if Daniel Dubois comes out his A game and AJ comes out his A game, I think we're going to get an amazing fight, guys. But do not write any of these guys off. This could be a back and forth fucking fight. I don't think AJ's just going to walk through the guy. I just don't. But guys, I could be wrong. But this is just my brief breakdown. I know I went into a bit of detail in certain areas, but I had to do this breakdown. And guys, I'm only going to do more and more as the fight gets closer. I'm going to go really in depth, guys. I'm going to be breaking these characters down and giving you all my advantages, who's going to win and who's not going to win. But guys, that's just going to be my video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.